Griselda Blanco, often referred to as the Black Widow or the Cocaine Queen, was a notorious Colombian drug lord who rose to prominence during the height of the Medellin cartel's reign in the 1970s and 1980s. Her life was marked by a trail of violence, cunning, and extravagant wealth, making her one of the most infamous figures in the history of organized crime. Griselda Blanco, a notorious drug queenpin who oversaw Miami's cocaine operations with an unimaginable amount of ruthlessness, had a long criminal background but was only ever jailed once. Following the fictionalization of her life and drug empire in the Netflix drama Griselda, fans are curious about her length of incarceration, the accusations she was facing, and the length of time she spent there. In order to elude the law, Griselda went to Colombia in 1975, expanding her empire in the process. Following Bravo's murder, Griselda weeded out Dario Sepulveda and relocated to Miami, where she dominated the underworld of cocaine. She was accused of being a thief and a prostitute as well. She married a low-level criminal when she was still a teenager, and they had 3 kids together. But after they split up, Blanco is thought to have given the order to kill him a few years later. She began interacting with drug dealer Alberto Bravo in the early 1970s, and they eventually got married. She got entangled in the cocaine trade because of him. Her list of strange incidents and crimes increased, as did the method of murder she invented, the drive-by motorbike assassination. Born in 1943 in Cartagena, Colombia, Blanco grew up in poverty and turned to a life of crime at an early age. According to some accounts, at age 11, she helped kidnap a boy, and after his wealthy family refused to pay the ransom, she fatally shot him. She began her criminal career as a pickpocket and prostitute before moving into more lucrative ventures such as kidnapping and drug trafficking. By the 1970s, she had become a major player in the Medellin cartel, headed by Pablo Escobar, and was instrumental in establishing the cartel's cocaine smuggling operations in the United States. Blanco was known for her ruthlessness and willingness to eliminate anyone who stood in her way. She reportedly ordered the deaths of dozens of rivals, business partners, and even family members, earning her a fearsome reputation in the world of organized crime. Despite her petite stature, she ruled her criminal empire with an iron fist, commanding respect and instilling fear in equal measure. Griselda and her husband started smuggling drugs into the country, using New York City as their base. Blanco's inventiveness, she famously had undergarments manufactured with hidden pockets for drug smuggling, helped the couple build a vast and extremely successful business. However, Blanco left Colombia in 1975 due to narcotics allegations. That year, Bravo was shot and killed in a shootout between her and her husband when she started to suspect that he was stealing money. True to her moniker as the Black Widow, she allegedly went on to murder her 3rd spouse as well. By the late 1970s, Blanco had moved to Miami, where she made her reputation as the godmother of cocaine. Seeking to eliminate her competition, she displayed a brazen ruthlessness that plunged the city into a period of violence that became known as the Cocaine Cowboy Wars. She allegedly ordered numerous murders, many of which were committed by gunmen on motorcycles, a practice she was said to have invented. In addition, a number of the killings occurred in broad daylight, including a shootout at a local mall in 1979. Backed by such violence and sharp cunning, Blanco became one of the world's wealthiest drug traffickers. According to reports, she smuggled more than 3 tons of cocaine into the United States annually, netting some $80 million per month. Blanco embraced her criminal persona, notably naming one of her sons, Michael Corleone, after a crime boss in the Godfather series. She also enjoyed a lavish lifestyle that included luxury homes and hedonistic parties. One of Blanco's most infamous contributions to the drug trade was the development of the Cocaine Cowboys smuggling route, which involved using Miami as a hub to distribute cocaine throughout the United States. This route revolutionized the drug trade and helped fuel the explosion of cocaine use in the country during the 1980s. Blanco's criminal empire brought her immense wealth, which she flaunted with lavish spending on cars, jewelry, and properties around the world. However, her extravagant lifestyle also attracted the attention of law enforcement, and she became a prime target for the DEA and other agencies determined to bring down the Medellin cartel. In 1985, Blanco was arrested in California and charged with drug trafficking, money laundering, and multiple counts of murder. Despite facing a mountain of evidence against her, Blanco managed to evade conviction on most charges, thanks in part to her formidable legal team and a series of mistrials and acquittals. After serving time in prison, Blanco was eventually deported to Colombia in the early 2000s, where she lived out the remainder of her days in relative obscurity. However, her legacy as one of the most notorious figures in the history of organized crime lives on, serving as a cautionary tale of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the ruthless pursuit of power. Larger than life, and one of the few women to attain such power in the drug world, Blanco inspired books, movies, and TV shows. She was notably featured in the documentary Cocaine Cowboys, 2006, served as the central figure in Cocaine Cowboys 2, Hustlin' with the Godmother, 2008, and was the focus of the Netflix limited series Griselda. We hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching the Science Edda.